Good morning, everyone. Hello,
Hi.
hello. Let's see, we have Rainbow Kitten and Kinkin. Oh my gosh, did I say that right? Hope I did. I butcher names, like that's my specialty. All right, so it's a happy Sunday. I am super tired, so Eric is going to have some fun today trying to fill that up. But yeah, today we are both going to do this is second year. We've done Janna in July because we both are big Janna Prosperina fans. And so that's all we color for July. And so we have chosen A World of Fairies. That's available on Amazon as well as Janna's Etsy store. I've got links in the description. But to make it easier on ourselves so that there's no commitment, we have decided just to color from the same book, but
I think
do
that just
different
works
pages.
best for us, right?
Yeah, because then for some reason, anytime I'm like, let's do a buddy color, then I'm like, I don't want to finish this. But at least like it's just like on me. But yeah, so I ended up picking, this is called Lazy Morning, and gosh, I really need one of those. But this is from, again, A World of Fairies, and apparently Erica has already done that one herself.
Here's the book cover in case you didn't see it before. But yeah,
so
I did
pretty.
it. There's that one.
It's such a pretty cover. I like the background, the little bokeh effect.
Yeah, it was really fun. I just used a circle stencil and some chalk pastel. It was really fun.
Oh, hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
So yeah, which one are you going to work on today then?
I'm working on this one, and I did not look. I'm bad. I never look at the names. I don't know what her name is.
So
She's Fairy Light.
Fairy Light. Okay. Yeah, I transferred all mine to PDF, so now they print it at the bottom, so I don't have to guess anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Fairy Light and Lazy Morning.
Yeah, I went on Pinterest and like pulled up a bunch of Janna's artwork
pages.
So these are all pages that are in this book, and so I was looking at one of them, like which one I was most kind of inspired by what she's done, and I think it's this one. I love all of them. But
how crazy!
I really look how beautiful that one is.
I like that one.
It's just so beautiful. And when you see it, like just the line art, you don't really. You just don't. It's a completely different vision, you know. So it's very helpful. Yeah.
Hi, Pauline and Dee and Sherry and Elise. All right, so I'm gonna warn everyone now. First of all, live stream chat, I should say, moves quickly. So please never take offense if we don't say hi or we don't catch it. It happens. If you have a specific question and it gets missed, just put it in caps. I'll eventually see it, or a moderator will nag me. It just depends. But I'm also working on like 4 hours of sleep because we had our soccer tournament last night. So I may miss those chat questions more. I don't know. We'll find out. I moved the screen close to me so that I can see it better. But yeah, we're just going to be coloring and chatting and hanging out. And then hi to everyone who just popped in.
Hi.
Blanket hellos, yes. And then if you haven't subscribed to Erica, I did link her in the description below. She is over at Elmcolors. So if you want to go subscribe to her, go do that now. Don't forget, do that now. And we're just going to start coloring, and then we will get moving. Did they win? No. Well, sort of. So they had a doubleheader yesterday, and they were in the championship. And the championship game was at 10 o'clock at night. I don't know why they want to do that to us parents. But
yeah, that just seems too late. That's so late.
Right? At 10 p.m. Plus they already had a game at 5:30 in the heat. So they had a double header that day. So I made my husband go to that because that was our deal. I was like, you're suffering in 100-degree heat. I'm not going out there for that.
Yeah.
But then they got in the championship, so I was like, well, crap, now I got to drive out there again. And it's an hour and a half drive. So I I got out there, but they were in the championship. It was such a good game, like a tight game, almost like ridiculously stressful, because it was just the ball would go over and so many shots were made and rejected and oops, drop pencil. So the game actually tied 0-0, and so to determine a winner, they ended up doing a shootout, and those are even more stressful because it's so much pressure on the goalies, and then the shooters, of course, and that's where they lost because their goalie missed 2 catches, and then 2 of our players missed their shots, and so they lost in a shootout, which just kind of sucks because you play well all game, like you're kicking butt, and then you lose in a PK shot.
Yeah, I always feel so bad for goalies, like especially
I know.
when it comes to the shootouts, and they're just like, you could just see it, like their whole body language, they just deflate because they have all that pressure on themselves, and I'm just like, oh, I just want to give them a hug.
And the shooters too, because I mean, if they don't make that
Yeah.
shot, their whole team holds it against them,
Yeah.
But I mean, they lost. But I mean, to me, I'm like, hey, you guys held off a team this team's actually 2 divisions higher than them, and they held them off to 0-0. So I mean, that was impressive.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so they got second place. They got their medal ceremony, which they did at like midnight, because that's when everything ended. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I would almost rather drive back in the morning and do this. But yeah, so he got a medal, and then we came home. They're all still asleep, those lucky punks, while I'm just sitting here. I woke up at 7 and I'm like, I gotta drink some coffee so that I'm alive at this live stream. And then yeah, I was just sitting there like staring at the wall like, whoa, I'm tired. But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. She liked my fox video.
I'm so behind on videos. There's so many I have on I keep just putting them on watch later, so my watch later list is like 300 something. And I was like, okay, some of these I probably shouldn't watch now. They're like way old, but
yeah, I have to go through periodically and clear out my to watch list.
Yeah. You have good intentions when you save it,
I
right?
really do, yeah.
And then you're like, oh shoot, it's been like 8 months. So occasionally I'll still watch it though, because it was something I really wanted to, but I wouldn't.
Right.
So if you ever see me like comment 8 months later, just yeah, that's why. I finally got around to it in that queue.
Yeah.
Hi, Brooke. Good morning.
Good morning, Allison.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Fox one yet. When did that one come
out? Just a few days ago, just like this week. Just this week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not too behind.
No, but it's taken me a little while to get back into those alphabet videos.
Yeah.
So, and then when I it's so bad, like I'll go through, because basically what I do is I'll pull up several different like options and in different books and stuff of foxes and everything, and then when I go back and I'm trying to decide which ones to color specifically for the video, I want to color all of them. So I think I have 5 fox whips right now because I could not pick one. It was like I love them all.
Check out this fox, and now we have this fox. And you know what? Let's just do this one too.
Yep. I only did 2 for the video, but yeah, the rest of them have all been started. So.
Well, like just for picking a page for this book, so I was picking it this morning because I didn't have time last night, and I was like, oh, I want to do this one. I almost did the one where it's also landscape, but it's the boy fairy and the girl.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I almost did that one, but then I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I'm using my Amazon Basics pencils today, so I wanted to do something where I'm semi-comfortable coloring with whatever pencil I'm using.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I did print out like one of the first ones, was a really pretty portrait. I printed that out and I was like, I always do portraits. Let's just
that one
branch out.
That one's really pretty though.
It is. I want to do it with Prisma though. Yeah. I don't want to use the basics on it. I want to break out the Prismas.
Well, and I'm not using Prismas today either. I'm going to use my Starjoy Gold pencils.
Ooh.
I know. So neither one of us are using Prisma. What's happening?
I don't know. Well, I decided to use my Amazon Basics because I haven't in a while. So I was like, let's just break these out. Let's see how it goes. And hopefully I color something that looks, well, like it was in my head.
Yeah.
My sleep-deprived little head, though, so.
Let's see who we got in. So I see, hi, Emily. Hi, Carol. Hi, Evelyn.
Yep, hi, guys.
Some more people popping in. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. What else do you have on tap today, Corey?
Well.
Should I not have asked?
No, it's fine. There's no soccer, thank God. That's
good.
Like, I told my husband he has to deal with the carpet that the dog ruined. But I'll probably just be like lounging today, even though I really need to do laundry. I'm like, listen, if you guys need laundry, there's the washing machine. Go do it yourself. Like,
absolutely.
I'm done. But yeah, that's not much on my plate. I'll probably end up like yesterday. I was so tired from all these stupid late night tournaments that I sat down to color and I fell asleep and woke up and like there was a big old line across my page because I must have fallen asleep and just whoop. But I'm pretty sure I'll do that again later today. Hopefully not on stream. That'd be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it quite light today. Let's see. You're using the Starjoy Gold too. I need to break those out. I'm kind of going through. So I did that huge pencil collection video, and now I'm going through and using a bunch of pencils and just deciding what I want to destash. So that's one reason I broke these out today, because kind of like, do I want to keep using these for tutorials? I mean, these are ridiculously cheap right now. I think they're like $17. So
wow.
Yeah, for 72. At least I swear that's the number. I could be missing that up though with my whole brain not awake, but hey, I swear it was really low.
All right, Corey, let me know if this is too loud, this eraser.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Just gotta clean up all this mess that I made. I feel like I'm the messiest colorist. Do you ever feel like that? Like I just get stuff everywhere. Like my hands are all blue now and...
Only with markers and like pastels do I feel like I'm a freaking hot mess. Like, it's all over my desk, my hair, my nose. I don't know. But
Michelle, I'm using the Mungio Soft Pastels.
Those are my favorite.
I love them. And they're just tiny little rectangles of chalk, basically.
They last forever, though.
They really do.
It takes a lot of effort to wear those types of things down. 72 is the full set of the Amazon Basics, yes. Now, these are not artist grade pencils by any means. And even Amazon is cool and doesn't even say, hey, we light fast tested this, because they know better. At that price point, I mean, come on. But they're just like a fun little pencil, really good for beginners. They actually have really good pigment payout considering how freaky cheap they are. So, and they layer up well. They're soft, not Prisma soft. Just make sure that's clear. But they do smoosh a little, but they're by no means would I say they're creamy like a Prisma. I don't think I'll ever find a pencil where I'm like, yeah, this one's creamy, because I reserve that solely for Prisma.
Yeah, they're a unique pencil for sure. Nothing else like them.
I know. Anytime a company comes out with something, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you're just not there. Like, what do you want me to say? Let's see.
Yeah, Michelle Glitter always gets everywhere for me too. Always. Even if it's glitter glue, like stickles, I still get it all over myself.
That's the worst, because you put your hand in it and then you're like, gosh darn it. Yeah, I do that one.
Well, and I'm messy. Like when I spread the stickles around, I use my fingers anyway, but then I forget that it's on my fingers and I touch my face and my husband's like, why do you have glitter all over your face?
You're like, that's none of your business, okay?
It's my second job.
Yeah. This is what I do for fun. I bedazzle myself.
Yep.
But yeah, it's let's see. I would say I'm not too messy with watercolors, believe it or not. There's so many things you could spill, but I keep that fairly clean. But yeah, stickles for sure. The holographic paints and crap, I swear to God, I always put my hand in it. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, anything that stays wet for any amount of time, it's all over me. Yeah.
If it doesn't insta dry, I'm kind of screwed, is basically where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
But so I should probably, even markers though, I tend to get ink like all over my hands with markers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I think Derwent drawing pencils are as soft as Prisma? No. They're soft.
They're real close. That's probably the closest I found, I think.
But they still have a slight like pull to them when you put them down on the paper, and they don't just like glide as well. But they would be the closest, but no, they're definitely not like the same. And then of course, you got a whopping 24 count. So they have great colors, but even the colors they give, mixing wise, if you were to layer those, you're not going to get everything you need from that set. So it's kind of funky how they curated it. I don't know. But yeah, it's hard to beat Prismas, but I'm also very biased, and I have no problem admitting that. Like, I like my Prismas. I'll keep an open mind when I'm like reviewing something, but I am going to compare it to what I like and know.
Yeah, I've used these Starjoy on one other page, and I did like them. And I know that, who is it? It's Color My World. She's the one that curated these.
She's the one that did them.
I really like the colors. It's just the way that they're grouped. I get the thought process behind it.
Right.
It screws me up because I always have my pencils in a certain color order. So
yeah, I took them out of the Starjoy order. The order was kind of made for those new to color theory.
Yeah.
Just to kind of help them. But for those who already know color theory or have their own system, it really like screws with your head because you're like, I don't want this pencil here. So yeah, I get that. But yeah, for beginners, it made a lot of sense. But for more advanced, you're like, I need to reorganize ASAP. Because it drove me nuts too. I was like, why is this yellow way over here?
Yeah.
But then I finally figured it out. I'm like, oh, okay, we got these sets of 3 and we're doing this. And then we got our little codes. So it was a really nifty system. But again, yeah. Hi, everyone that's coming in.
Hi, B. Yeah, I know that Color with Claire has a good color order. That's who I used with my Prismacolors. And I know that she's got the Starjoy Gold ones in that order as well. So
I think I'll put mine in her order too.
Yeah. It just made sense.
Yeah. Well, a lot of her charts for the color family order. The Prisma one I had to modify just slightly because personal preference. There was a couple things I wanted in a different place, but for the most part it was spot on. But we all see color differently too, so
absolutely.
We always have to keep that in mind. Like sometimes I'll see something as a red violet and someone else will be like, that's not. I'm like, well, it is to me. So that's what it is today. But as long as you can mix them and you don't make brown, you've won.
That's right. Unless you mean to make brown.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah. I mean, when I make brown, I just say I meant to, even though I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this. Yeah. Totally on purpose. I wanted this completely brown. And I was going for this really ugly brown that I created too, by the way. Like, that was totally planned. Yes, don't forget to enter into the giveaway. It is for the live stream only. So if you end up watching it on replay, you will not be eligible. Just FYI on that. And then how it'll work is the winner, if you're in the US, you can pick between the Amazon printed version or a PDF. I'll leave that to you. If you're out of the US, you'll just have to stick to the PDF version. So, shipping, logistics, and all that. It's just too much of a pain that I don't feel like dealing with. So, but hey, you get a free book. So, let's see. But I'll make sure, I'm going to check and make sure Nightbot is doing its job as well. Because we all know how it loves to be a little turd. Let's see.
Let's try to get some.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, looks like it's registering people. Okay. I wanted to make sure because sometimes it doesn't register people. And about halfway through, I'll roll for the giveaway. I usually like to wait because I know one, it's a Sunday morning, and like people on Pacific Standard Time, it's a little early. But also I know quite a few people go to church on Sunday, so give them time to join and enter. But there will be no after stream giveaways. It'll only be on here. I don't think I have the mental energy to handle an off-stream one right now. That's just something where I'm like, oh, I'll totally forget. I will so space cadet.
All right. I'm not sure how I want to do the rest of this. Like, I took the inspiration, like a little bit of inspiration for some of the background from her colors, but now I don't really know where to go from here.
I mean, so in the original, or the one you showed, it had green.
Yeah. So there's that one. Yeah, she's really green. I like it, but I don't know. I just didn't want to go green for some reason. I was thinking like to make her look a little more ethereal, like maybe like white with like colors in it, maybe. I don't know. Or
yeah,
some kind of like ombre look or something.
I am buying Mariola Budek's gnome images. Oh, I love her gnome books. I always buy those. They're so cute. She makes the most prettiest of portraits and then also just turns around and makes adorable gnomes. That woman is so talented. Like, most people have their, like their niche and they stick to it. But this woman's like drawing flowers and amazing portraits. And then she's tossing in cute gnomes and characters.
Let me just draw everything. Yeah.
I know, perfectly. And it looks beautiful. And I'm like, I want your talent for just a day. Give me a day with it.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, she's got those gnome books. I buy those because they're just too much. Plus, I like gnomes. Like, there's not a lot of face to cover, like color. It's like a beard and a nose, Like, it's really easy to belt those out. I don't know if I like this blender with these. Where's my Lyra? Where's my blender?
I don't. Elise, I know Color with Claire does. She shows her colored parts, but I don't know if she does colored chips. I don't think she does that.
She does it.
Yeah. Do you know of anybody who does that? I don't know.
There's a couple people on Etsy that do. Oh, I really don't like that blender with these. Oh, there's a couple people that do colored chips, but they won't be in the same order as the Color with Claire. I honestly recommend, if you can, if you like Color with Claire's order, then just make your own chips. Oh crap. There is a gal that sells a blank PDF, so you could fill it in yourself. And I'm trying to think what her name is. I can't. It's not coming to me. And I bet you even if I slept, I wouldn't remember. But I'll try to look it up. And she does color charts as well. She does the chip cards. Oh, crap. What is her name?
I don't know. I feel like My Colorful Country Life does something with color charts as well.
She does a color chart, but not a chip one.
Yeah.
And she also has her big color conversion chart.
Yeah. That's it.
But actually, do I still have it down here? I know. Hang on, I'm looking through some swatches.
Michelle, by chips, we just mean like, it's just like little squares of paper, basically.
Yeah, like you cut them out. Sometimes they'll have like 5 to a page. Other times they have 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and you can put them like on a ring to organize them.
I find them, I don't really like them because I like all my colors on a single page.
So do I.
But I know a lot of people use them. I had bought a few to use them for like color alongs because then I could just pull out the chip and there's a color card already made. But outside of that, I don't really use them too much. But let's see. No, like Mystic Sparkle Wings has her free color charts, but the gal that does the chip cards, that's gonna bug the crap out of me. I have no idea. I'll have to look it up. But she does.
Yeah. Somebody just commented that she does have little chips. Huh.
I've never seen the chips, but yeah, if she's got them. I've only ever seen her charts.
Yeah, same.
But like I know, let's see. Oh, I see what they're saying. She makes chips when she's creating the chart so that she can show you like how she puts them in order, but she doesn't. But yeah, I don't think she actually sells or offers the PDF of the chip cards.
Got it.
So yeah, there's quite a few out there, and but the problem is like, say you like a certain person's chart, but you get the chip card from someone else, they're not going to be in the same order. So that's so you're honestly better off just making them yourself if you want to bother with it. Let's see. Still have no flipping idea what colors I'm going to use. That's why I started with a tree, because I was like, well, if I color a tree, that's what I color.
I tend to color in the same order. Like I always do my background first. If there's a person on the page, I start with their skin and then I go from there. I don't know why. It's pretty much always the same order.
I can honestly say I am a little spastic. My order's not like, I don't think I ever really, unless, okay, I guess with a portrait, I tend to start with hair, but that's with a portrait. Like these types of pictures, I just pick something out and I'm like, yeah, I know what color I want that. So that's where we're starting. Let's see. Hi, Bo Beanie. And PJB.
Hi.
And anyone I missed. I just always threw out the blanket anyone I missed statement. Like, honestly, please never take offense if I miss a hello. It's not me blowing you off. Please don't take it personal. It's just chat moves awfully fast when you look down to color and then you look up and you're like, oh crap, where'd it go? So, especially if it's a busy one.
I'm so bad with chat. I can never follow it. It's ridiculous.
There's times I'm on top of it. It just depends on, I guess, my brain power that day. But like, there's other times where I'm like, oh my gosh, where'd chat go? It's all over the place now.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm modding for you, it's like you answer the question before I even see it. Like, what?
You're like, where did she see that? Witchcraft. I don't know. Yeah, well, it also depends on like everyone's, lag time and stuff too. So
yeah.
And then of course, the infamous, like always have to remind everyone to make sure you're in live chat, because I hate how it defaults to top chat. Like, I understand.
Why would it do that? I don't get it.
For big channels.
Yeah, I guess so.
But let's face it, not everyone. I mean, big channels are like what, 1% of YouTube?
Yeah.
So to me, it's kind of silly that that's where it defaults, because live chat just makes a little more sense. But hey, what do I know?
Oh, Evelyn, that's so sweet.
Oh, thanks, Evelyn, for doing that. I know everyone will appreciate that. You're such a sweetheart. Cycling and lurking. Cycling while watching YouTube sounds dangerous. Are you like cycling in a stationary bike?
I was going to say, hopefully it's stationary.
Or a mobile. I don't want any like liability for injuries here.
I thought about getting one of those like walking pads so that I could, move while I'm sitting and doing like reading or whatever.
And
I was like, I don't know how that's going to work if I'm trying to color though. I'm going to have to like set up a whole desk or something.
So I put a treadmill desk up, for my like computer.
Yeah.
But I tried coloring on it once, and yeah, it was just no. It's bumpy, and like even on like a lower setting, like yeah, I couldn't do it. But I mean, I'm sure you never know, you might be able to pull it off. I just know I can't. Like, I mean, I wasn't staying in the lines, nothing was looking right. Yeah. Because I was walking.
I feel like I could probably read and walk. Like that one would be all right. But
that one I do. I mean, because walking is sort of natural. I mean, occasionally we trip while doing the thing we shouldn't be. Like, it should just be natural. But
I'm such a klutz though. It's like it's just asking for another sprained ankle though for me.
Oh, she's on a real bike. Oh my gosh, you're brave, woman. Like, I give you kudos.
Safe, Marilyn. Holy cow.
Yes. Mad kudos to that, by the way. You win on the bravery card.
For sure. Yeah.
I can barely walk and chew something at the same time. Cycling and nope. Wouldn't happen. Like, I can't even listen to audiobooks while driving because my brain is just like, no, I must focus on car. It's so hard to tell what's a rock and her hair up in here.
It was kind of tricky to do that. I just picked something and went with it, I think, when I colored it.
I think I'm going to just make those moss or whatever the heck this is. I'm calling it moss, but
yeah, I colored it. Sure. Totally moss.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything like super obvious. Like it's just I could start coloring her hair as a tree or something. I don't know. It's an accomplishment if I can get my coffee to my mouth.
Absolutely, Allison.
Yeah. I have that problem too, so you're not alone. It's really hard. I mean, you gotta like lift, and I'm always using my non-dominant hand because, who would drink coffee using their dominant hand? But yeah, I feel you, because then half the time it's like, well, that just went on my shirt and I just got dressed. Do I really want to change? It's quite a conundrum.
Well, mine's never coffee. It's always tea.
Yes, that's right. You don't do the coffee.
You know what I found though? I really love, there's a new M&M out that's cold brew caramel M&Ms.
Say and what? Where do I find this?
They're so good.
That's
and I don't drink coffee, so I was like, why do I like this? It's weird. Oh, sippy cups.
Yes. So I need to get me some sippy cups so that there's less spillage. But I would still spill it because the problem is half the time it just like dribbles out of my mouth or something. I don't know what's going on. It's like brain, mouth not working at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up these cold brew ones and see if I can get some. Those sound yummy. They like for normally it's in the fall, but they used to have their pumpkin spice latte ones, and they stopped doing those. And I was like, why? Why would you do that? I would buy them like by 10-pound bags a day if you let me. Like, for Pete's sake, M&Ms.
Elise, I do. I only spray fixative when I use my chalk pastels like over top of watercolors, because then it doesn't sink into the page. Like when I do it like this, it pretty much evaporates almost. Well, not evaporates. What is it called? Except for my hand's all blue now, but it doesn't like smear enough to bother me. You can totally spray it with fixative, workable fixative, and then just go over top of it.
Yeah.
But I don't usually mess with that.
I usually spray mine just like if I'm doing pan pastels, because I know I'll be like going over it.
Well, that's
so
completely, yeah, those are like super thick.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't dust off, they just cling.
Yeah.
But and then of course at the end of the page, I do a final fixative for pastels so that they don't just keep going all over the place. But
yeah, I'm not a serious enough artist to mess with it. I'm just like, yep, it's done, and I don't have to mess with it again. So it's gonna stay like that forever.
Let's see. Goodness gracious, frog in my throat. As always, it's not there till I'm on a live stream. Let's see. Absorbs is what Emily was asking, if that's the word you were looking for. Absorbs.
Did I say that, or I don't know. I just kind of like grind it into the paper, basically.
So basically, she just, oh crap, now I can't even think of the word. You burnish it in. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
It's been
That's
burnished.
the word we were looking for. Neither one of us could find it there.
Who needs a burnishing pencil when you can just like really shove it into that Create Space paper?
Well, and with the little cotton pads I use, I can really just like, I just mush. Oh, that's the technical term. Yes, Emily, I mush it into I mush it into the paper.
Mushes and smushes. Very technical terms, by the way. There's a whole dictionary we got going on. The mush, the smush, and the smoosh. There's a difference between the smush and the smoosh.
For sure, for sure.
So don't forget that. Too much red, but whatever.
So how are your Amazon basics working for you?
Not bad, not bad.
And you're on your cardstock, right?
Yeah. Since I've moved everything to PDF for Janna's books.
Yeah.
It makes it easier because but these actually do well on Create Space paper.
They do?
Yeah, they do. They have just that right amount of give, without annoying the crap out of you. But yeah, they're on my paper and they do really well on my smooth paper. And then of course, they didn't do too bad on Create Space, because I know I had tried them on Create Space back in the day. I've had these for like when I first bought them, they only had the 48 count set out. And then when they came out with the 72, I bought them. So I do have some dupes. We'll call them my open stock right now. Hi, Renee. Let's see. It was funny when I was putting in the prompt for the giveaway. I was like, oh crap, is it one N, two N's? I was so tired. And I'm like, I host this tag, right? Don't I? This is embarrassing.
I did see that she mentioned you on her Patreon the other day. That was cool.
Oh yeah, I need to get on there. I'm on her Patreon. It's just I've been so busy. Yeah, I was chatting with her because I wanted to convert all of my Create Space books to PDFs. Just because, I like the paper, and we were chatting about some other stuff. She's such a sweet lady.
She's really nice.
I know. I hope she starts doing like some diamond paintings. A bunch of diamond paintings would be fun. Let's see. I see it chat moving, but you're wondering why everyone's screaming Janna, because they're just happy.
She's awesome, right?
Yeah.
She's
they're
amazing.
Happy. Like they're doing Janna pages, so that's why everyone's yelling Janna. No, it's actually to enter a giveaway, but speaking of which, if Kelly pops in here, I need to get a hold of her because she didn't message me from the last stream, and she won a copy of the whatever book I was working on that day. I can't remember now, but there was a book, but she hasn't sent me a message, so I need to get
Evelyn
a hold
ordered
of
pizza.
her.
I want some pizza.
Pizza? There's like donuts downstairs with my name on it, and I was like, how rude would it be to eat a donut on live stream? Because I'm hungry.
It's all right. I had a cookie for lunch.
Hey, I don't judge. I mean, it's got protein, and yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Life is too short. Yeah, we bought some donuts, and oh my gosh. So I just always tell them to just surprise me with the assorted, which is really weird because that's not my style anyway. But with donuts, I'm like, I love all donuts.
Yeah.
And they came with a churro donut, and they only gave me one. And my kids went to go grab it. And I was like, no, Mom gets first pick.
That's mine.
This is mine. And oh my gosh, it was so good. I was like, dang it. Now I want to like go to the store and go get more of those because it was amazing. Freaking churro donut. Yeah, I mean, I would have probably eaten like a dozen of those on my own though, so it's probably good they only put one in, but I got legit, my son was like, well, I'm going to eat that, and I'm your kid. I'm like, that means what? That doesn't apply when it comes down to the donuts, man. Like, I claim all. You get leftovers.
Her eyes are so small.
I know. Half of these, do you ever feel like half of them you don't even color the eyes? You're just like,
no, because for some reason that's one thing that I'm just like, I will know that it's not colored, so it'll drive me nuts. But there's no reason. I don't need to color it. It's fine.
Because there's quite a few times where, like this one, the eyes on this one, it's like, I mean, I can barely even get a color in there.
I wonder what I did on that one. I think maybe I just colored them like dark, like the whole thing dark, and then I put like one little highlight on the eyeball.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like I usually do the eyelashes and like sometimes I'll give them a little eyeshadow, but the eye itself, I'm like, there is no eye. There's like a squiggly line up in there. I don't know. Do I get a break from soccer? I do, but not the words. This upcoming week we don't have any tournaments, but then the next week we start a whole new round of tournaments. So, but we still have practices twice a day. So I don't know. Does that count as a break? Like, I was excited though because one of our tournaments is at 8 a.m. I mean, my son's not, but I was like, yes, finally an hour that I'm awake. So he was like, who would play at 8 a.m.? I'm like, I don't. And it's all the way in Park City, so we got to drive up there. But oh my gosh, internet! No internet for 36 hours. Ooh.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's when I start pulling out the hotspot, and I'm like, I don't care what it costs. Can't live without this. That does sound awful, though. Oh my goodness! Excuse me. Now try not to yawn. I think see, we got home after 1, but you can never like fall asleep right away. 1, you're all like ramped up from the game, even though we had an hour and a half drive, but 2, like you're just ramped up because you tried to keep yourself awake so you didn't die on the road. So you finally get home and you're just like, oh, it's time for bed, but I can't. So I think it took me a little while to finally pass out, even though I was so exhausted. Oh, man. But luckily, this is the only tournament that's late nights. I don't know why they do that, though, because I'm like, these kids can't drive. Like, we have to drive them.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. There have been a few reels I've seen on Instagram where it's like parent meetings for travel teams, and it's like, okay, we have this this tournament over in Europe, but we can't afford to pay for everybody's stuff, so we've got 5 million fundraising things we got to do, and like all of these different things. And it's going to cost $18,000 for us to book passage across to Europe, and like these parents are just like freaking out, like, I didn't sign up for this.
I know. That's so the higher division teams, they travel for their soccer tournaments around the world in the summer, and I'm like, I'm semi glad my son's not in those, because
it just sounds crazy.
Well, and it's out of your pocket, like on top of league fees, like, so you're constantly shelling out money, and you're like, I don't know if this sport is worth it.
Makes me glad I have artistic kids.
Yeah, I know. Well, and then my daughter, who's in ballet, they just bumped her up to the competition team. And so I was like, okay, first of all, there's a competition ballet. Like, how's that even? What is that? Like, I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, now she's in that. But hers is like way less commitment, way less money a month. So I was like, oh, I like this type of competition. Like, I drop you off, you do your practices. There's only like 4 competitions a year. I'm down for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like planning, like, when they were telling me the price, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like comp soccer, where I just like fork over a mortgage payment. And then it was like super cheap. So it's like, oh, hey, okay, I'm down. Any of my kids that want to do comp dance, go for it. Like, let's go. Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Yeah, even when my kid, like my son, because my son was the most athletic out of everybody, and even when he was playing sports, it was mostly for like school sports. So
right,
I think he did 1 rec league, and that was as much as we did. And I was just like, this is too much. I don't want to be here every weekend. I don't want to.
I know my neighbor, because I was dropping off my youngest to her because she had gymnastics that night, and I was going to be at the tournament. And she's like, well, how long of a drive is it? I was like, hour and a half. And she goes, wow, that's too much commitment right there for me already. I was like, I know. But it's hard, because if your kid wants to do the sport, you're like, okay, fine, I'll be supportive. But then anytime he's like not practicing, I'm like, listen, do you not remember driving at 1 a.m? Because I sure do. And I'm going to hold that over your head till you're like, really old. So get out there and practice. I don't even care. But no, it's fun. It's fun. It's just tiring. I'm going to need like a week to recover, probably. Like when you your sleep gets all screwed up, you need like a whole week to just, I don't know, normalize. Yes, my youngest is doing gymnastics. And then my second to youngest is the ballerina. She's the one that broke her arm this year, because we're making a family tradition of breaking out limbs.
Everybody's gotta get hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, right before summer. That's our goal, I guess. I don't know why, but apparently that's now the tradition. But yeah, she's in ballet, but she's fully healed. She was cleared to go back. And that's why they put her on the comp team, because she was cleared to finally go do whatever they do. But
yeah, Melissa, these are both from World of Fairies.
Yep. We're using the same book, just not the same page.
Yeah, less pressure.
Yeah, doing our own thing. Plus, she already colored this page, so we wouldn't agreed, because I've been like, I like this one. And then she'd been like, I already did that one. And then it just gets awkward, because it's like, well, who's going to budge? One of us has to give. But this is a cute book. When I was going through looking for a page, because she has so many books out, so you kind of sometimes you forget. But yeah, I was going through and I was like, oh, this one really is super cute. I like the images in this.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What was the other one?
And the fact that I could find so many of her like original artworks from this book too, still out there. Like there was a ton of them on Pinterest.
And what was the other one? It was between this and another one.
Fantasy Realm. That's the other one that I really like.
Okay. Yeah, Fantasy Realm. That's right.
There's a fawn in that one that I really want to color, but I haven't gotten up the nerve to do that one yet because it's one of those ones where you're just like, I love this page and I don't want to screw it up. So.
Oh. Melissa, yeah, I have used Ahuhus and Copics on Coloring Heaven paper, and if it's the new paper on their newer books that's kind of funky and weird, that stuff soaks up your ink like no other.
Oh, I haven't done that. Used them on there yet.
Yeah, the new paper, the old paper where it was smoother, I don't have that problem, but the new paper, because everyone's just migrating to crap paper. Crap paper, in my opinion, I should say. I know it doesn't bug everyone, but to me, I'm like, what the heck is this? But yeah, those ones are really thirsty. So it wouldn't shock me that it's darker. You gotta have that paper that's smooth enough for the ink to stay on the surface and glide. It takes less ink, it beats up your nibs a lot less, and then of course the colors are less saturated. But yeah, I guess they have some PDF ones now. Melissa was telling me I need to go look and check out the PDF selection. Well, and then you don't have to wait for them, like for us in the US, to ship all the way from the UK. So
yeah,
because that was always
are they doing like the whole book or just like certain images?
I haven't looked yet. Okay. Melissa told me about it, I think yesterday or something, but I was gonna pop on there and kind of take a look and see. Because there's quite a few, like I actually have a few in my cart, but I always wait till I have so many to get the free shipping.
Right.
But I kind of want to see what they got for PDFs because, yeah, I mean, less bookshelf space as well. Because apparently I cannot just keep stuff off those shelves. It's like I de-stash and then I have this urge to fill them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll have to take a look. I think I'm almost done with this tree. It's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure this is all rocks under her.
I think it's going to be. I think that's what I did.
Yeah, I've just decided it's going to be rocks. Wait, no, there's a tiny little bit of tree right here. I lied. Almost done. Just kind of smooth it. So these work fine without a blender, but I'm doing epic laziness today. So yeah, so far I think the Caran d'Ache blender I like with these better. I tried my Splendor blender and I did not like the way those felt.
No. I was using the Splendor blender was something the other day and I did not like the way that it was working.
Yeah, it doesn't. It
was now though.
It doesn't work.
I think it was the soup color pencils.
Oh, I haven't tried it with those. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with blenders. They don't work for every pencil. And that's the crappy thing, because then you're like, great, so I have to own how many blenders?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just some pencils. I mean, they'll blend, they just don't look right, or they feel funky, or something. But let's see. Oh, so with coloring books, I don't color the pages I dislike first. I honestly color what I want to color. And if there's a page that I don't want to color ever, I'm okay with that. I don't know. I don't ever sit and force myself to color a page.
Yeah. I get using them as like a tester.
Yeah.
Page for sure. But
I'm always, so I had done that on one book, but then like a couple of years later, I was like, crap, I kind of want to color this image now. But so that's why I stopped using them as testers, because your preferences and what you like to color change.
That is true.
Or at least
yeah.
For me, they have. Because there's some pages now that I'm like, oh, I really want to color that. And, like I'm back into florals, and I took like a whole year off of florals. So yeah, I just leave them there and hope that one day I'm like, I think I want to color these today. But if I don't and I never color them, it's okay. I'm fine. But I just can't force myself, especially because I have such little time. I'm like, you almost get like crabby about it. You're like, I'm wasting my free time on this page.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't turn out as pretty either, I feel, because you're just forcing it.
Oh, Yasmin is here. Hi, Yasmin. I have my tea. She always drinks tea with me when we watch her. She watches my videos on Saturdays, so that makes me smile every time she says that.
Yeah, you always have your tea in your videos.
It's so good.
I still have that tea, the spicy cinnamon one or whatever that you told me to get, but now it's too bloody hot. If I drink that, it's like, I'll be like breaking out in a sweat.
My basement is super cold, so I'm okay down here.
See, and I never, my problem is I don't go to the basement. I'm either main floor or second floor.
Yeah.
Okay, PJB, thanks for stopping by.
Bye. Allison, it is Harney and Sons tea. It's really good. I just get it off of Amazon. It's a hot cinnamon tea.
Yeah, hot cinnamon, that's the name. Yeah, I bought some because Erica made me. That's what I told my husband. Erica made me do it.
Okay, well, I'm going to blame all my recent coloring purchases on you then when my husband says, what is this? Why do you have so many of these things?
Yeah, it works. I mean, one day, we'll meet up, right? And I'll meet your husband and he'll be like, so I'm in debt because of you. Like, okay, this is awkward. So this plan failed, but it worked for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I want to do, man, I cannot decide. Maybe I will color her skin for now. I just can't decide how I want her to look. I hate that. I'm going to leave that color out because that one may come back to us. One thing I like about the Amazon Basics is they have a nice, I literally swatched them in the order they came, and the numbered order, oops, as I drop it, makes it easier to put them away. So yeah. I do enjoy that. Although, as I'm saying that, I'm like, wait, did I just put this in the wrong spot? I did. Okay. I actually bought the 50 metallics on Prime Day as well. So there you go. I caved, and I'm a metallic pencil hater, so I don't know what the heck's going on with me there, but we will see, because when I swatched those 300s, I was like, wow, these are actually nice. So we'll see how they turn out. Let's see.
I got some color pencils too. But it was like a set, and it had like a little what's it called, case with it. So
what size?
I think it was just 72.
Okay.
So I was just like, I'm just to try out the pencils, and they were super on sale, so I was like, why not? I did spend some money during Prime Days for sure.
I spent mine on some really boring stuff, like more protein powder for my son and protein bars.
No.
Yeah. I mean, look at me go. Woo. I am like a wild, bought myself a handheld vacuum. I know, I'm just.
Well, you're using it for at least good things. I everything that I got was coloring related. I didn't even look at anything else.
I mean, I looked, Arteza had some deals, Ohuhu did, Arctics, but I already had those items, so it just, there wasn't anything I needed specifically. I'm trying to get something that's close to my Necta color. But yeah, I don't know. just nothing was, and the vacuum, I actually was it was sitting in my cart waiting for Prime Day to see if it went on sale, and it didn't, so I just bought it anyway. I was like, well, fine. It's not on sale, so I'll just buy it now. But I wanted to wait just to see if possibly I could get it for like, I don't know, $5 cheaper. But let's try these colors, I guess. I just don't want her to turn like a glowy pink. We'll see.
She's a fairy. She can be pink.
True, but I'm aiming for not.
Well, if it turns out that way, you totally aimed for pink.
Yeah, quite a few people ended up buying the Ohuhus because they did have a pretty decent sale. I just already have them. And the one thing of Ohuhus that I don't have, the skin tone set, I need that 36 count skin tone. That one I couldn't grab, so I was like, well, okay, then fine. I guess it ain't happening. But let's see. That is... I want to be a fairy and just like chill in the forest with butterflies.
Yep. Same.
I want that to be like the hardest thing I got to do that day.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to use on her dress now. I think I'm going to try to make it like I don't know, not necessarily iridescent, but have like other colors kind of in the skirt.
That makes sense.
I think, yeah.
You got a full blender. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, so I thought I had more Lyra Splendor blenders, and so I had my daughter run upstairs and get me one because I was legit like laying in bed, like not moving yesterday. Because I'm like, I have to drive to a late game. I'm already half dead. So I send her upstairs. I'm like, can you grab me one of my Splendor blenders? And she comes down. She's like, this is your last one. I'm like, wait, no, didn't I just buy those? So yeah, I had to go buy more Splendor blenders. I hate that when you like think that you have a whole bunch of them, because I could have gotten those for a sale too. I'm a little upset about that one. And I don't know. I haven't been coloring a ton, so I'm like, where the heck did those things go? Maybe they are around here, and I just didn't put them away because I seriously feel like I just bought those.
All right, I gotta find one more color, then I can start coloring again. I just need to. I probably should just because I put my pencils in my color order, but my my chart is not in the right color order. So I know what color I'm looking for, but then I have to go and search. Okay. Sabrina, I am kind of gonna make it like a whole bunch of different colors, but like really pastel colors and lightly, so the white kind of shows through. So it'll be, I don't know, I guess kind of iridescent. Does that sound like the right description?
Yeah, I think so. You got kind of like an opal effect going.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of randomly start placing a few colors in, and I'll probably end up outlining the skirt with white Posca too.
Oh yeah, that'll make it look a lot better.
Yeah. I'll probably darken up the shadows too, because I used a little, like a really light gray, but it's not, I don't think it's dark enough.
Oh, you got a brother laser? Which model did you end up getting? I mean, mine's so old, so it sucks because I can't really help in that department because I'm like, well, mine, gosh, I bought mine ages ago now, but eventually I will replace it. But I just am like, I'm worried I'll never find something similar. They just don't make them like they used to, and I can't believe I'm using that saying because now I've officially turned into my mother.
How old are you?
Yeah. Nothing's made like it used to be. Those whippersnapper kids these days, you know. Just use it all. I said something else the other day that I was like, oh crap, wow, your age is showing. HLL2325. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not sure. I love my brother. No, that sounds weird because I love my brother printer. I don't have a brother. Brother-in-laws. But yeah, I do love my brother printer. I don't love it when I have to replace the toner. Then I'm like, wow, I really hate you.
Is it
$200.
just expensive? Oh, it's expensive. I was gonna say it's
Well,
hard to
yeah,
do, but
the cartridges are, but I buy like the high capacity. And it's funny because
mhm.
like I'll feel like I just went through this horrific purchase, of all the toners, and then I'll look on my Amazon and it'll be like, you bought this 2 years ago. And I'm like, well, crap. Okay. I can't complain because
Yeah.
apparently it's been 2 years, but they do last quite a while, but they all go out at the same time. So just the price tag every time just knocks the wind out of you a little there. You're like, this can't be. And then you would think they would get cheaper, as new models come out, but that's not how it works.
Mm.
And then, of course, I'm on the fence. Like, I have the Sarah Renee Clark color catalogs, but I keep itching to buy the cubes. And I'm like, no, I don't need to buy the cubes. Like, I got the book. And then, my lovely friend Melissa, she printed her own and did an amazing job. And I was like, I could just print these out too. But then I'm like, I'm too lazy. So
I just want it done for me.
yeah, I just want it to arrive in a box on my porch and I just go about my life. But I just can't, like, I keep telling myself, I'm like, I cannot justify this purchase. Like, and that's rare for me to say because I always find a justification. I'm like, oh my gosh, the moon is shining. Like, I should buy that. But yeah, this time I'm like, especially because I have the digital color catalog. That's why I'm like, this is dumb.
Yeah. That's the only reason I haven't bought the cube yet is because I have that catalog too.
I know, but then it's just there's days I'm like, wouldn't it be fun? I'm sitting there in bed, right, ready to color. Because yes, that's where I tend to color in bed. Okay, it's just what I do. Um, but I just think it would be so fun to pull out one of those blocks and just randomly pick a card, like no
Yeah.
thoughts, and just roll with it. Just I don't know.
Well, I mean, I tend to use like a lot of the color alongs that are out there each month on Instagram where they just pick up
Yeah,
one of her, one of the pages or the cards
the
from the cube and
palettes.
say, okay, this is our palette for the month. Yeah. So I use those
One
sometimes, but
What's ridiculous is so like I have the digital form. So what I do is I open it on my phone and I literally just scroll and where it lands, that's my palette. And yet I'm still like, it would be so much more fun to pull a card out of this. Like this is ridiculous. Let's see. Oh, your daughter bought you the color cubes. Did she get you both? That's very generous. Those are
yeah, that is
not
nice.
cheap. I wish my daughters would do that for me. Hint, hint, if you guys are watching. I know one of them watches. Like,
Oh, Karen
every
says
year.
Sarah's doing free shipping to the US, she thinks.
Ooh, wait, what? Where did I
Yeah,
see it before? Free shipping to the US. Oh, crapola.
yeah.
I know she
That
came
might
out.
be your sign.
I know, because the shipping is always like, I know she's got, keep meaning to watch the video for her new planner that's going to be out for 2025.
Hmm.
But I don't think I'm going to order it because I've actually been too lazy to fill out planners lately. I've been using like Asana and my Google Calendar. So I think this will be the one year I actually skip it. Oh, I hear dogs barking. Um,
I've been using
you
mine.
like your color cubes?
Yeah, I use my what is it called? Coloring Companion, is that what it is? I use that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
And
I
it
use
works
that.
wonderfully.
Yeah, because I bought the whole package, and then anytime she comes out with a new color companion, you get the new one for free or like the updated ones. That's nice that she does that. I hear a dog like freaking out.
Do you need to go check?
No, no. There's children around that can handle this. I think she's just throwing a tantrum. But she also tore up my son's carpet. Like, I was so ticked.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's too late for me to share the full amount of how upset I am right now, and it still hasn't settled in. I'm like, if I just don't go look at it, maybe it's not there. Maybe it was a bad dream. I don't know. Does the color companion work with the cubes? Yeah, I mean it does, because I mean the color companion tells you the pencil numbers, but the cubes cards themselves don't have the pencil numbers on them, right? Yeah, no. But like if you already have the color companion, you could look it up. I don't know. Some of the color matches are a little off for me, so I eyeball it myself
Yeah, I do
quite a
too.
bit.
Yeah, I use Pinterest a lot too, and then just find, try to pick out my own matches.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I don't know, because there's like with the Derwent ink tints, those ones are really hard to match up. Because I mean, she'll have an awesome color palette, but she can only match them so well, and that's not her fault. I mean, she's working with what she has, so. But sometimes I'm like, I don't want to use fuchsia right here.
All right, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but it's done-ish.
I think it looks good.
Can you
It
see any
does
of the
look like.
colors at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. Yeah, it has like that opal effect.
I'll go over it with white too and kind of smush it.
Smush or smoosh?
Smoosh.
No, I can see the colors. I think it looks pretty. I'm just coloring tree bark and skin, so I'm just like a load of colorfulness over here. Let's see. I'm almost done with the skin, I think. Oh my gosh, I was doing another Janna page the other day, and I just put everything away, and then I realized there was like a big piece of her arm. I don't know. It was like non-existent at the time. I swear it like drew itself. Is this her behind her head? Is that her hand?
Yes.
Her fingers? Okay.
Let me see. Yes, that's her hand.
Is it? Yeah.
And it's like her elbow is sticking out in front of her face.
Right.
And then
that's why
her hand. Yep.
Just the knuckles were a little. So it's like, is that or is that her hairpiece? I don't know. It's a hand now.
All right.
It's kind of an uncomfortable position though. She's like using her knuckles to rest up against a mushroom. Then again, I guess mushrooms aren't too uncomfortable. I don't know. I've never laid on one personally. Can't really vouch. Let's see. Oh, now I'm gonna have to start picking colors. It's gotta happen.
You can do it.
I start coloring rocks. I mean, there's always a way around it, right? Maybe I will start with my rocks. I just don't know. I don't know what
you could do the background.
No, that's just not me. We don't do that. That's a dirty word on my channel. It's not allowed.
What happened to you doing like the backgrounds first for a while?
That was just for 1 month, woman. Not forever.
Okay.
It was a challenge for 1 month and I did it. Except on one page for some reason. I can't remember why. But yeah, it was a 1 month challenge and that was it. And I followed through. And the second that month was over, I was like, oh, thank God, no more of this. Because it's just madness. All right. Where's my slate gray? I mean, I do, like, I'm so envious of everyone who can just belt out a background, but I am just not that person. So, I don't know. I need to see it done. But then the problem is I'm, like, terrified because I'm like, I just did all this work. I don't want to ruin it. So, I'm always in that weird little catch-22. I think we want sand out. Yeah, sure. I noticed in a lot of her pages I'm doing this month, I'm doing like limited color palettes, so it's been kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look
iridescent. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Good. several of the ones that I was doing were ones that were whipped. So that's why I got so many out there on Instagram already. But,
I know. I freaking open it and I'm like, Erica, like you're making me look like crap, man. Because all I've got is like Instagram stories, like check out this whip. Because I haven't done any backgrounds on all of them.
But there's been a couple really pretty ones that people have done though.
I know. I'm so behind on looking at them. I've caught a few, like when I was waiting for the game to start. I took a brief look and I was like, oh, these are so cuteness. Some people are so talented. And I'm like, dang it. Or I'll see a page I'm currently working on and the way they do it. I'm like, well, darn it.
That's not going to work now. I'm going to stop doing that page right now.
My page is done. I'll just go on hold and I'll wait till this, But hi, Thomas. Let's see. Okay. Since we're an hour in, I will do the giveaway. Extend it till July. What, the background challenge? Because if that, no.
Yeah, I think you should. I think that's a good idea.
No, all of you shush. There will be no background challenge until I've completely lost it. But all right, let's do our giveaway. So for those of you who are just joining or missed it earlier, because I do not remember when I mentioned it the first time, but I'm going to give away, because we are working out of the book called A World of Fairies by Janna P. So if you live in the US, you'll be able to pick between either a hard copy sent to you straight from Amazon or a PDF one. I will go onto her Etsy and repurchase the PDF. If you're out of the US, you'll just have to do the PDF. So sorry, but I can't afford the hassle and shipping. But to enter, you want to type in Janna, so Janna, capitalization doesn't matter. You want to get that in though for your entry. And then this is for the live stream only. So if you're watching this on replay, sorry, I tend to do giveaways all the time though, so there will be other options. But the biggest thing is, if you are the winner, please email me ASAP, because I've had quite a few where I'm not getting emails or whatnot.
Who was it that we were supposed to be looking for today?
Kelly, but I don't see her. She's in my Discord though, so I'm gonna reach out to her today, and get that to her. But yeah, definitely email me, because my inbox fills up, and so if you email me a few days later, it might get stuck in the pile. So email me immediately after the stream, and I will put my email address. Well, actually Melissa's here, so Melissa can put my email address up so I don't have to type it and worry about typos. But yeah, I'll give you guys all a minute or two to just put in the word. And then Nightbot is the one that picks. So just keep that in mind. I have nothing to do with it. And of course, it is not sponsored, endorsed, or whatever by YouTube. Janna, as sweet as she is, actually offered to sponsor. So I may have her do one this month as well. But this one today is solely sponsored by me. So I'm gonna start a rock and then give you guys a minute to get your Jannas in. Holy crap, where are the rocks now? I saw 1 million and now they're all gone. Okay, this one under her foot, you colored it as a rock, so I'm just gonna copy you.
I did. That's good.
It's a rock now. It's hard to say though, because it's is that? And then under her little bum there, I guess, yeah, that'll be moss. I don't know.
Most of what I did, I was just a guess. I was I don't know what that's. We're gonna make it this.
Yeah, it just gets hard when it's, especially with line art, because at least with grayscale, I can kind of pick some things out. So
yeah,
that's the other thing. But with the line art, I'm I think that's a rock. Don't know. Maybe it's not. We'll find out.
All right.
I guess I could have looked up the original of this one, but I'm not even like prepared like you. I don't go look up the original artwork. I'm just like, I'm gonna wing it.
I don't know. Last night I just started looking. I found so many that I've printed and like I've got them stuck in all my books now just to have for like a reference if I want to, try to recreate something. I do want to try to recreate this really dark one though. I think it's just beautiful.
Which one is that in the book?
It's in this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This one.
That looks nothing like it.
Right? Like it's so crazy the difference. I would have never thought to use those colors.
Yeah, that is
and it's
crazy.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that either. In fact, I looked at that page and all I saw was pink. So now I'm like, I definitely would not have been anywhere near.
Yeah, I really like this one on the swing too. That was another one that I was gonna maybe do, but
that one is cute. I know her. Yeah. What I love is like, so she, has her original artwork and then turns them into coloring pages, and it's just fun to see how like she does them versus how they end up being colored.
Yeah. Bye, Melissa.
What? Now you can't put in the email address. That you're doing it on purpose. Just kidding. I can add it. All right. So let me run the Nightbot giveaway. So good luck to everybody. And let's see who Nightbot says is the winner. It is Pauline.
Congrats, Pauline. Oh, she got hers in just in time, huh?
I know. Like, let me see what is that. There we go. Okay. So let me get my email anyhow. Oh, not in caps. I'm not yelling at you all. Now I have to actually type it without worrying about. I can spell. I know I can. There we go. So shoot an email to that email address there. And then, like I said, if you're in the US, you get to pick between either or. If you're out of the US, we'll just work on getting you the PDF. But congratulations. Oh, Shannon's here. Shannon ninja'd in. I beat you to it, Shannon. You never know when Shannon's here till like a link pops up. And then she's like, I got it. Good timing. I just typed faster, which is a miracle because honestly, I was like typing with my eyes half open. I'm like, that's a C, I think. Someone should probably check my spelling. Yeah, I spelled it right. Okay. Wouldn't be the first time that I typed my own email wrong. It has been done. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do. I don't know why I picked like 5 colors for these rocks, but that's what we're rolling with, I guess now, because I'm committed. But I'm like, okay, that's a lot of rocks. Oh my goodness! Today I have got to go wash my car because it is like. So my plan was to wash it yesterday because I didn't plan on my son being in the championship. Not because I don't support him. It's just, you don't plan for those things. But I was like, I'm going to wash my car because the place we drive out to, it's a long drive, but it's along the Great Salt Lake. So it's like bugs. I mean, like I literally thought it was raining when we were driving home. And no, that was just bugs smashing against yeah, it was nasty. And so yesterday I'm like, I need to wash my car, but I was like, there's no point. I'm like literally driving during prime mosquito hour. It's just going to get gross. So today I have got to get out there. Oh, Melissa did type it. That sneaky girl. I didn't even see her type it. But yeah, I've got to get my car washed. Ugh. These are those days where I'm like, I really want to trust my children to wash my car for me, but I'm not there yet, despite being tired.
They can totally do it. They need to learn how to do that part. Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, I don't know. We bought a new pressure washer that can take off paint, and I'm just
well, then,
afraid
yeah,
that's
maybe not with the pressure washer.
yeah. I'm just afraid that's gonna be what happens to my car. I was like, practice on Dad's car. Like, just take it out there. It's fine. His paint's already peeling. If it goes off, whatever. But like, there's nothing like on Sundays, you want to just sit there, not run errands, but at the same time, you're like, maybe it'd be nice to like get out of the house for a second. Like, I'm talking a second though, and nothing that requires me to get dressed and get ready either. I must say, it has to all be able to be done from within the car. Like, so car wash, check, because I can just stay in it, and the car wash drives me through. Stop for a latte, totally got my drive through. So that's how I roll on a Sunday. I'm like, if I have to get dressed or get out of the car, then yeah, that's a big fat no. It's not happening. I think those are rocks too. And this page looked so much simpler when I was looking at it. And now I'm like, there's all these little doodads. It's so pretty. I'm just like debating. I might do this in all purples.
That'd be pretty.
I'm thinking that's where I might be leaning. For some reason, I tend to always make my mushrooms orange, and I need to quit that habit. So, not orange, red. But I'm thinking purples would be pretty. Ooh, a convertible. Yeah, there would be, convertible in that weather. All those bugs. No, thanks. Thomas, there's actually a reason I don't put my email in my video descriptions. Spam and all that. Gotta be careful about that. I had it in there for a very long time, but yeah, it got a little overwhelming. So only put it out there when necessary. Let's see. I think that one's. These aren't really showing up a ton on camera, which is weird because I got my color settings. Oh, doodads is definitely a technical term. I throw that one out there whenever I'm struggling. I'm like, yeah, it's just doodads, whatever. It covers like anything and everything. Mushrooms could be doodads for all I care. They're little objects. Basically, if it's an object and you don't have the name for it right off the top of your head, it's a doodad.
Definitely.
Let's see.
All right, I'm wondering if I screwed up and made these leather pieces, if that should be. I don't know if I like that now.
I think it looks all right. Especially, I think it'll look better once you white out the dress.
The dress part, yeah.
Fiddly bits. Oh my gosh, I love that. Fiddly bits. I'm gonna start using that. Color these fiddly bits. Let's see. I think this is. You know what? Dang it! These are just gonna be rocks down here. I don't care. I'm not gonna stress over it. It is now stone.
I'm pretty sure I made them all rocks.
Under like this big thing here.
Yep.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes though, because you're like, that could be. It's not a tree, but it's not. I don't know. It's a rock now. That's the whole point of adult coloring, right? Like to add your own spin. Just interpret it how you will. But then yet we stress over it. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna ruin it. Let's see.
All right, now I gotta figure out if I want this like little flowy piece over top of her skirt to be the same kind of iridescent or something darker.
I would do something else because you have the iridescent on the skirt and then you have the leather up top. So you need something in between those two. Because if you do it all flowy, I think that leather would then stand out more than you like it to.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
Looking up like oh, thanks, Michelle. I was looking up like druid costumes and like cosplay stuff to try to figure out how I wanted to do her outfit.
See, look at you and all your research.
Well, when I don't know, I just get so frustrated. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I gotta figure something out.
So my problem is like, oh, Amberly, hello. My problem is like once I start like researching, then I get just stuck on that. Like I'm like, oh, this is too pretty, and then I can't decide like which route to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I'm like, well, But I do like I'll look up components for inspiration. So like mushrooms, you know what? Like I'll look up, whimsical mushrooms, but not like the whole page. And I've noticed that helps me a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, you missed a bunch. Yeah. What time is it there, by the way, Amberly? I know at one point I used to know the time differences for everyone, but then the times changed here, the times changed everywhere else, and now I don't even know. Or they just changed here. I don't know. It's just.
They just need to stop that. There's no reason for that anymore.
Right?
Nuts.
Every year they vote on it and people are voting to keep it. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are we voting to keep it? No. And then people always go, the farmers need it. And they're like, no, don't bring us into this. We don't need this. Like,
we don't need it.
Yeah, like this is not our fault. Oh, 7:30. That's not too bad. That's not too bad then. I know I was doing a night stream the other day and poor Zoe popped in and she was still awake and I'm like, woman, it's like tomorrow there. What do you poor thing. But she was prime shopping.
I have hard time lasting in your streams in the evening.
Night.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know how people are doing it anywhere else in the world. I'm only 2 hours ahead of you.
Hey, I have a hard enough time because I usually like start settling down at like 8 p.m. So when those ones end, I like literally like a zombie just walk out of my art room, go plop down in bed, and I'm like, okay, goodbye everyone. Like just tell my family, I'm like, I'm done for the day. No one talk to me. I can't do anything. Because my husband was like, let's do a movie night. All you have to do is sit there. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like that actually requires my brain to work. Like I can't do any of this. Like brain off completely. Like there's nothing clicking anymore. Yeah, but it's a little harder on those week ones. I'm getting more adjusted, but I'm just not a night person. That's my problem. I'd like totally go to bed at 7 if that was socially acceptable.
I used to be a night person. I used to stay up all hours and sleep until,
Oh yeah,
1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon and start all over again. And now I'm just like, I need to be in bed.
I know. I used to be like that person that stayed up super late, and now I'm like, wait, the thing starts at 8. Like that's too late for me. Like, I remember once we were going out to dinner, and our reservation it was at 7:30, and I'm like, but I like to eat at like, I don't know, 5 on the dot. like, this whole like 7:30 eating at 8, this is just too much for me. But yeah, summer is the hardest because then you're always fighting the kids, right? They're like, but the sun's up. And it's like, I don't care, go to bed.
It's the hardest when school starts and the sun's still out.
Yeah, I know. And that's the crappy one. You still have like 2 months of the sun staying up. And you're just like, no, for reals, you got to go to bed because you have to go to school tomorrow. I'm not. Oh, this school year will be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. And then I think, next year my son will go to that high school monstrosity that just keeps growing across the street. It's already huge, and then every time I drive by it, I'm like, wow, that thing expanded backwards too. Okay, cool. Like it just keeps going. Your cat won't let you sleep. I'm a morning person, but like Scout will sleep in. She's actually quite a lazy punk lately. Like I'll get up and normally she'll like jump up and be ready to go outside. And lately she'll just look at me and be like, yeah, good luck. And she goes back to sleep. And if I'm, trying to get her to go out, she makes this and refuses to get up. I'm like, okay, you turd. But Indy, the one that sleeps with my daughter, like she'll sleep until 9:30, 10. Like she's the laziest husky I've ever met. But it's just, I don't know. Did time change already, Yasmin? Like here, you mean? Because we had our spring ahead and
the spring
March?
one. Mm-hmm.
And then it jumps back in September?
October, I think.
Yeah. I always remember the spring one, but that's because it's around my husband's birthday, so that one is easy to remember. But the fall one, I always forget until they tell me, and I'm like, oh, okay. I like that one though, because we fall back. It's great. We get an extra hour, Although, do you ever notice that day for some reason really drags? You're like, you gained an extra hour and you think it's awesome, but then you're like, holy crap, this is the longest day of my life. And all you got was an extra 60 minutes. So I don't know what it is with that, but don't get me wrong. I'll take that one over spring ahead because those ones are just brutal.
I don't feel like I function right for like weeks afterwards on that one.
No. I'm like constantly just dragging. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Remember when you were young and the time changed and you didn't even notice because you were like, oh, is there a time change this week? Oops. You only notice because you're late to things or super early. But it doesn't like affect your biological clock whatsoever. Your body's just like, wee. Yeah, I want to be that person again. Right now with the spring ahead, I'm like, okay, so I gotta purchase extra coffee and I'm gonna be just really grouchy for a week. So hopefully there's no plans. And it's always right around spring break too. So I'm like, that's great.
All right, so I just did blue. I don't know.
On the...
Yeah, so like right here.
It's
not even on screen. Have I been off camera the whole time?
I was sitting there like, I don't see the blue.
Sorry, guys.
But no, I like the blue, actually, because I think that'll look good once you white everything out.
Yeah.
And then, with the leather, I think the blue looks really cute.
Okay.
So I think that would look cute.
I still don't know what to do with her wings. That's the other thing. Wings are always... Why? They're always the hardest for me, and I don't know why.
Well, and I do them differently every single time. Sometimes I do them iridescent. Sometimes I do them like, see-through. Other times I just like do a dark, bold thing. So, Thomas, I saw your message. You just got to keep in mind, like, chat moves really quick. I can't see everybody's message and respond to everybody's message. So I do my best. But I saw your one just now. I'm not ignoring people though, but it's hard to color and then also read a chat. So just know I'm seeing them when I can. I think this is a rock. Well, it's a rock now. She's got to be leaning against something. She's leaning against a rock or a mushroom.
Definitely a rock.
It just doesn't seem very comfortable to me. I mean, she's got all this like nice, comfortable moss, and she's like leaning up against a rock. But okay. Ooh, that part's hard. I can't tell if that's... I'm just going to do this part for now. Yeah, with the wings, I like change it up all the time. So I don't even have a consistent like wing. Like, you know how you do your alphabet series? I wouldn't be able to do that for wings because I'd be like, well, today I'm doing this. But you may notice tomorrow I do like nothing like this. Just really depends. Like on yours, I think the wings would look almost pretty if you did like you took what you had in the skirt and moved it upward.
Okay.
I think that would be like really cute, and then just whited them out.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing the background like similar to what she's got. So like the butterflies in the background are going to be white, and like these standing stones are going to kind of be pushed back a little bit too. So it's really just going to be her. She's going to be like the main focus.
Yeah, it's cool in the original one how like the stones, like, because in the line art the stones really stand out, but in the original artwork the stones really aren't.
No, yeah, I really like it like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna white them out and then color over top it with pencil and try to push them back as much as I can.
Yeah,
maybe I could use some chalk, cool. Some white chalk over that too. I don't know.
Chalk away. No, I've got, so I have finished. I'll have to send you pictures later, but I've got 3 Janna pages. I just have to do the backgrounds. So maybe we'll have another background video.
There you go. That's what you need to do.
Yep, because that seems to be the only time I'm motivated, because I'm like, well, crap, I'm on camera. I gotta do them now. But yeah, like I have, I did that. Have you done the lemon tea fairy one yet? I don't know why, but I wanted to color it just because of that lemon of all things. I was like, that looks fun. But I did that one the other day, and then I did one from one of her grayscale books. So she's got so many out there.
Mm-hmm.
It can get hard to keep up. Yeah, she does do a variety with her alphabet series. Like she was saying with the fox. She's like, yeah. I got this one. But yeah, that makes it easier, because that's the thing. You can't always, like, it's hard to color something exactly the same all the time. Mm-hmm. One, I think we would probably get bored, just being like, well, here we go, same colors.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing for me is it's hard for me to color things the exact same every time.
Yeah.
Like my brain was like, no, you can't, you already did that. You can't do that again. You're done.
Woman used gray way too much this month. It's purple now. Yeah, I know. Her alphabet series is so cute. Like I said, I'm way behind on people's videos. Y'all, all my fellow color tubers watching right now, you guys are all on my watch later list. Just know I will watch you later. It's just, you might see a comment 4 months after and be like, well, she got to it. And like I always like make a point to scroll to the bottom and start from the bottom and move up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's still not a good system. Lemon Tea Fairy Crapola. Which one is she from?
I have no idea.
I know, and now I don't know either. I printed like 3 images from the same book.
Ugh. I think there's one just called Fairies and Pixies. Is it that one?
No, it definitely wasn't that one. I think it was, if I had my drive up, I would know. But yeah, I can't remember. I'll put it up on an Instagram story with the name of the book. But or actually, I'll just throw it in my community tab and show you guys the whips I have for her. But yeah, the Lemon Tea Fairy one, I'm trying to remember what book that was in. There was a few cute ones, so I ended up printing a couple from that same book. So I was like, oh, these are so adorable. And then I did a few grayscale.
Every time I get on Amazon, I'm like, oh, there's another Janna book in my cart. There's so many, and I don't have all of them. I'm like, well, there's another one.
I know, and I'm going through, like, I'm still going through the list to make sure I got every single one into PDF, because I was like, did I miss this one? And then I got her new ones on PDF. But yeah, because I hate battling Create Space Paper, as most of you know. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna convert and go to PDF, and then give away the Create Space Paper ones, and then I'll color her more. But I knew we had this event coming up, so I was like, I need to do that quick. But because I finally got sick of like scanning the paper, to be honest. That was the thing that kept me from always coloring them, because there were so many pretty ones, but I'm like, I don't feel like scanning this. You color way too little from Janna. I love her artwork. I don't know, something about, I don't know, it's her style. And like it's instantly recognizable too. Like, so if someone's coloring something from her in like a Coloring Heaven book or something, because she's in there a lot, I'll be like, oh, that's a Janna. Like, it's just, her style is just easy to recognize, and it's so fun. And she's one of the few that actually like has male characters in her book.
Yes. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. Not a lot do. Granted, like, I'm always like nerve-wracked about coloring those, but I don't know what it is. I'm like, I can't color a man. But yeah, she's one of the few that does that. And her style is just so fun and pretty. And then, like I said, like, she does have a whatchamacallit, Patreon. So you can always go on there, and she's really generous on her Patreon. Like, even her lower tiers get free pages.
And you get a calendar too, right?
Yeah, you get a calendar page to color. Not her countdown calendar. That's separate.
No.
But you get like an actual calendar page for that month. And she gives you like a bunch of goodies. And then like the higher tiers, you can get like other images. And then like hers and Hannah Lynn are two of my favorites because they give you a ton for what you pay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would always say if there's an artist you really like, go see if they have a Patreon, because you often get tons of freebies, and some will even give you coupon codes to, like, you know, buy the PDF books later. But it also helps support them. So, because you know, lovely AI has
yeah,
gotta love it. But
I haven't been on Patreon much, but she is one of the ones that I
subscribe to or whatever.
Subscribe to, yeah.
I know I've got like a mailbox full because her, Molly Harrison, and Hannah Lynn all released their stuff about the same time. So all of their stuff came, and I'm like, I gotta download all these because, you know, they do delete them. They don't leave them up super long, which is fine because otherwise someone would download like a year's worth of content and then bail. But yeah, I need to get on there because she released hers, and it was pretty cute. And some of them are like her steampunk series that she did, you know, that whole steampunk special.
Yeah,
she gave those to her Patreon. So
that's cool.
That was nice. Yeah, it like you support the artist, but then you get freebies every month. So like that's one thing I really like about doing it, because I mean they're literally giving you something. It's not like you're just supporting them. And some of them are so generous. I feel like it's like you're giving me too much.
Are you sure you're valuing your time here?
Yeah, like it's okay. You don't have to give me all this. But
I know how long it takes to make a drawing. And
I know
that's a lot. That's a lot.
I know a few have like asked in their things like, hey, would you care if we, you know, increased the monthly, because, you know, their Amazon sales have been going down and whatnot. But and so like most of them I'm just like, yeah, go for it. I mean, because there's so many tiers. If you can't afford one, you can always drop down. You're always going to get something. But the purples in these Amazon basics are kind of funky. Funky.
Purples are always funky.
I know. It's a hard pigment to perfect. But again, Prisma does it fine. Not biased at all. But you subscribe to the other lady? You mean like Patreon, or you subscribe to Erica? But she is the other lady in this little live stream. Oh yeah, Lana Green is also very generous with hers. I forgot about hers. And then crap, I have a few. I just like I get my Patreon bill when it comes through, and I'm like, oof. And then I'm like, actually, never mind. I would have spent that on Etsy anyway. But yeah, it's like I know I have Molly Harrison, Hannah Lynn, Janna, Lana Green. I still support Rain on hers. So there's quite a few out there. I think I'm gonna work on this moss, but pretty much most adult coloring book artists have some sort of Patreon going. But the real question is, do I want my moss to be olivey or bright? Oh, the choices. You see, this is what happens. You're like, you think you're picking out a simple thing to color, and then you're like, but should I do bright greens? Should I be olive? Oh, for Pete's sake. I know, Christine Caron was so bumming because I loved hers. That one broke my heart. That one really did. So I'm like, any PDF you put up, I'm buying it. But yeah, she's not on there anymore, and that was quite the bummer. Yeah, we're gonna do bright greens. Let's be bright and not all drab and olivey. I don't know. Let's see. I have no idea what colors I want though.
My brain has pencils out now. Are you putting your pencils up in between times? Because this is what I have on my desk right now.
So normally during a live stream, I don't put them away. I just have like a pile. Like the other day, I had a pile of markers, and then I was like, "Oh crap!" And then I came up here to stream, and I'm like, "So I never put those away, did I?" But yeah, so today I'm actually putting them away, which is a first, because normally I just leave them off to the side. But then it's like a complete crapshoot. You're like, I don't know where any of this goes. So yeah. I'm being good today, but maybe that's just because my brain's like, you need to do this or you'll go crazy tomorrow. Let's see. I am like totally, it's so funny. So like if we compare how far we've gotten along, right? I've got you're like 90% done.
Well, I did, but the background took like 2 seconds. You know, it's not done yet either. I've still got stuff to do on it.
I know, it's just funny. Like if you put them next to each other, it's like, well, I'm really accomplished here, Erica. If you freaking post that by tomorrow on Instagram, being like, check this out, I'm done. I'm like, all right, that's it. We're not friends anymore. It's over. No, I just laughed the other day when I opened it. I'm like, she did like 6 of them. What the heck's going on here? Was she just like living in her Janna world?
Yep.
But now that you've mentioned you had a bunch of whips, I see your game. You just saved those things. She's like, I'm gonna screw with Corey and just throw out a whole bunch, and including ones I did like last year. No, I'm just kidding. That would actually been funny if you like throw out every single one you've ever done. You're like, look what I did, and I would be like, dang it, how? What on earth?
I will keep that in mind for next year.
Yeah. Just like, oh my gosh. And then they're always so pretty because every time I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture like Erica. Mine's gonna be all pretty with all these cute little background things. And then I get up here to take a photo and I'm like, yeah, I don't got time for this. So here's my picture. But yeah, that's what always gets me every time too. I'm like, it's gorgeous coloring and then gorgeous like photography. Just darn it, Erica, stop it.
No, at least I don't have a Patreon. I don't draw like that, so I just don't do it.
And I don't have one either. I just do the channel memberships instead. It's easier for me, and I think it's easier for those watching. It'd be different if I like, I don't know, had more digital products to offer, but yeah. So I just do the channel memberships instead of Patreon. Patreon just for me would be yet another platform I would have to move over to and manage, and I just don't think I have that sanity. So, but there are a few colorists that have them, but yeah, not a ton. Like it's usually like the ones that have been around a while that do like the really in-depth tutorials on there, like Olivia.
Oh yeah, Olivia has one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're so freaking talented that
I mean, they're based. I mean, this sounds really bad to say, but they're like artists.
Yeah.
You know, like they color, yes, but they're
coloring's like a hobby.
Yeah, like her and Chris Chang and
Interesting.
There's somebody else that I really liked. Oh, Cherry Colors. She started a post on Instagram again the other day.
I gotta look that one up. I can't
It's a
picture that
beautiful
one.
Johanna Bassford page. I was just my mouth dropped open. I was like, holy cow.
I see those ones and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna take a break from coloring and go diamond paint. I'm just gonna go back over here in my corner. Okay. Right. It's taking me literally this long to pick a freaking green color for moss because I wanted bright green. See, if I would have just stuck to something olivey, I would have had that down pat. But no, let's just be complicated. Oh crap! No, I need purple because I need purple shades in my moss. See, look at that. Look what I have done.
Purple shades in your moss?
Yep, because I'm gonna have it reflect off the mushrooms.
Well, that's
because they're gonna be glowing purple mushrooms.
That'll be neat.
Yeah, purple and green aren't the best to mix, but also it'll help with shadows. It'll just make a nice little brown color. So it'll work both ways. I'll get some nice shading going on, and then I'll get a nice little reflection because my moss is going to be all, I don't know, mossy. You know how it's kind of wet and slimy? I don't know. I could just be sleep deprived and have no real plan. Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow when I actually have slept.
Silverleaf, sorry, yeah, these are Starjoy Gold. I haven't used them very much, so I'm kind of testing them out to see if I like them.
Yeah, the challenge is Erica screwing with me and posting next year every single Janna page and being like, ta-da! For Janna.
Or even just posting this one tomorrow.
Or that. And yeah, then I'll just be like, it's okay. She'll just get a text message from me that won't be super nice.
Super nice. The loveliest words that you've ever used.
I'll leave a voicemail too, just to really drive it home. I'll go extra, don't you worry. You'll see your phone and be like, I'm gonna listen to that later. This is not gonna be
pretty. No little ears are gonna be around to hear.
Yeah. My kids can't witness this. As I'm yelling it in front of my children or something because of my rage. I don't know. But
well, I know I won't be able to finish today, so I'm gonna go help my mama out tonight. She had knee replacement surgery.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. So I've been heading over there multiple days in a row to help her out, and she's doing really well, but it's still she can't do very much. So.
Oh wait, is she the one that had her knee replaced? One knee done a while ago, or
she had her hip done a while ago.
Oh, hip. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So now it's one knee's turn, and then once that one heals up and she feels like she's doing better, I'm sure the other one it'll be time for that one.
It's like musical chairs for your joints.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Nothing like being reminded of what's coming as we get older.
Well, oh my gosh. She's not shy about sharing that either. She's just like, this is
oh no
terrible. I'm like, thanks, Mom.
You're like, yeah, I didn't need to. Oh, so my son's soccer game, right? So I rarely at these tournaments sit on the sidelines. We usually sit on top of the hill. One, better view, but two, those boys kick the ball really hard out of bounds and also come flying with their bodies out of bound.
Yeah.
And so my husband was like, no, we've got to sit in the action. We got to sit down here. And I was like, yeah, we're unless we're going to get hit with the ball and get just total beeline. So we're sitting there and he goes up on the hill to talk to one of the parents. So he's sitting where I wanted to sit. And out of nowhere, this ball comes flying and nails me right in the arm because I didn't get my arm up in time. And it was from one of our teammates and it hurt so bad. I'm wondering, I can't tell if I have a bruise or not. Oh, I do. Yep, it's bruised. It was okay, save that energy for the goal for Pete's sake. But yeah, it hit me in the arm and my husband was sitting up there and he's like, oh crap, I can't go sit down there now because she's going to kill me. Because I just looked up at him I literally said, this is why I did not want to sit here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then my son, I guess, was on the bench like, Coach, let me play like left wing so my mom doesn't get murdered. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So I was gonna send a picture to the team in the team chat of my arm and be like, thanks. I got a token. I don't like this bright green on here actually at all. So I guess maybe we will go olivey because this bright green is making me want to gag. But yeah, that was like I woke up this morning all sore and I'm like, oh, how old am I? As my son's like taking balls to the face in the game just fine, you know. And I'm sitting here like every joint hurts because I got hit in the arm with a ball. Okay, where's that one color? So I'm gonna do olive. Yeah, I changed my plan. We're going back to mossy greens because I don't like this thing that's coming. What's appearing on my page? Too bright. It's too bright. Let's see. We'll do some green.
Well, it's called mossy green for a reason, right?
Exactly. I should have just stuck with what nature intended it to be. Other than the purple, I'm pretty sure nature didn't plan on the purple there, but
I think there's purple mushrooms.
I meant in the moss, but
oh,
I'm doing it for my own reasons. Oh, I should probably do that. All right. Well, actually, it has been 2 hours, and
oh man,
I know it goes fast, right?
Yeah,
it really does. Normally, like I don't pay attention, but today I'm like, I'm so tired. Need my coffee. But yeah, so we're at the 2 hour mark, so we'll probably wrap it up just because, well, I need to go take a nap. Or find a lot of caffeine. I'm on the fence which route to take. But as you can see, totally different pictures in style and in actual like artwork. But we are doing, like I said, A World of Fairies. So it's the same book. I love Erica's. It's all like angelic and so cute. I can't wait to see once you add the white how it turns out.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool.
But yeah, I feel like you've accomplished a lot more. I colored a tree trunk and rocks.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful tree trunk and beautiful rocks.
Thanks. I got lovely rocks. That's my accomplishment today. High five. But no. Thank you all for hanging out with us and listening to us. And yeah, so if you guys want, you can participate in the hashtag. Just, it's in the title, Janna in July 2023. I almost said 2024. Just post it in Instagram, and Erica's probably better at it than me at the moment about seeing it, but I'll be catching up on Instagram this week now that soccer chaos has ended and I can be a human and do things. But yeah, I hope to see you guys do some Janna pages. And then I saw Pauline that you emailed me, so I will take a look at that and get that your way. But thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. And then, of course, thank you, Erica, for taking time out of your Sunday to color with me.
It was so fun. I love doing these with you.
Yes, they're fun. We have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, you have a wonderful Sunday. And until next time, bye.
Bye, guys.